Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, certified group fitness instructor and personal trainer. And today I'm here with some regular exercises from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Nancy and Sandy are going to help me today. We're going to do a workout that you can do from home and you can join us. We're going to start with a march. All right, we're nice and tall. Take a big deep breath in. Now we're going to hang our arms at our side. Shoulders we're going to raise slowly up and down. Up and down. Now really reach through those fingertips, pushing toward the floor. Keep those shoulders nice and loose. A lot of movement in those shoulder blades. One more. Now bring them down. Let's bring them forward. And then back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Forward. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. Keep it going. Nice stretch for the upper back and for the chest and the front of the body. Forward. And back, and forward. All right, back to shoulders up and down, but a little faster. Up, down, up, down. Let them fall real low. Now, forward and back, forward and back, and forward, and back, and forward. One more. All right, let's march wide, wide. Okay, we're gonna reach around. Whoops. All right, here we go. Reach, reach, reach. Now start pulling the navel toward the spine. You want to activate all those muscles around your middle. So we're getting a nice rotation in the torso, getting all those muscles loosened. A little rhythmic motion gets the blood pumping and the muscles warm. All right, in 4, 3. Now we're going to slow it down. Reach around, center, reach. Now let that heel come up. You're going to pivot on the toe. Reach around and reach. And reach. Nice stretch in the upper back and shoulder blade, but also down around the hips. 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna reach up from the side a little quick. Keep the feet wide, just tap the toes. A little more rhythmic motion, getting the blood pumping. Gets the heart rate up, gets the body ready for the resistance work that we're gonna do in a bit. Okay, in 4, 3, let's slow it down, up and over and down, up. I'm gonna slow it a little bit from the tempo of the music. Reaching up and then over the top a bit. Really get down that side. All right, one more. Now reach straight up, rope climb, reach, reach, reach. So we're starting to lengthen the spine now, getting tall. Four, 3, 2. We'll slow this down. We're going to reach up and down, up, straight up. Get tall. Get the kinks out of the spine. One more. Each arm. Other side. Okay, let's march it. Now heels up and back. Heel, heel, heel. So let the knees just hang. They're not moving. Upper leg doesn't move. But we bend at the knee. Bring that heel up to your center. You can swing those arms. Keep your balance. In 4, 3, 2, and let's step touch. Okay, in 4, 3, 2, it's a front curl. So we're gonna bring that heel up in front. Your feet kind of start wide. Now don't lift too high. We don't want to overstretch the hips or strain that back. So keep it low. You might have a lot of flexibility in your hips. You can come way high or keep it low. Pretend you're tapping that heel. Four, 3, and let's just tap the heels. Four, 3, let's make it a little front kick, a little higher. So loose ankles, it's not a leg lift, you're just kicking out. That helps to loosen up the back of the legs. All right, so let's come back to a march. March, march, nice and tall. Shoulders slowly up and down. Up, get them way down there. Up and down and up and down. Bring them forward. All right. So we're pretty warmed up. Just keep moving a little bit. Maybe grab a drink of water. And then grab a weight. We're gonna work our muscles. Okay, we're gonna work our muscles for a while. Now take any weight that you have in the house, a water bottle or a can of vegetables or a rock, or a medicine ball or a dumbbell, and we're going to start in one hand. Now, our legs are hip width apart, loosen the knees. That keeps our pelvis neutral. If we lock our knees, it makes our back arch. So loose. We're going to start with a standing chest exercise. We're going to start at the side. Our palm is facing front. Loose elbow. All right, pull that navel in to give your body stability. And we're gonna come up and around and end up just above your line of sight. So just about your forehead. So it's not above the head, it's out in front. Now this uses primarily the chest muscles, but you also have a lot of back and shoulder and arm muscles involved as well, up and around. Now because that weight is out in front, that center of gravity is shifted forward, so it makes it a little hard to balance. But that's good, that means the core has to really engage to keep you stable. And one more, up and around. Bring it down, let that arm rest. Now opposite leg steps forward a bit. Your feet are staggered. We're gonna bend both knees. That puts us at a lean. But don't let the back round. Keep the shoulders back. We're gonna hang it out in front at an angle and pull back. So you're bringing that elbow higher than your side seam. You're squeezing in that shoulder blade. Your core muscles are keeping the spine nice and straight. Keep the head up. We don't want to look at the feet. When you look down, it tends to make the back round. Pull. Really squeeze at the top. One more. And standing back up. Feet hip width apart. We want a small base of stability so that when we work up top, we're a little bit off balance. That builds strength here. All right, palm faces in, elbow unlocked, side raise. Now when you lift out to the side, you want to glance at it once in a while. Make sure it's not coming above your shoulder height. And if you have any issues with your shoulder, if it gives you any pain or problems, don't lift very high. You can always modify it lower. So we're working the biggest part of that shoulder, that side of the shoulder. 3, 2, one more. Woo! Now that leg that stepped forward last time, step it forward again. As we're going to come into our leaning position. Now this time, instead of being out front, we're down to our side. Palm faces in, soft elbows, just like we were doing, but we're leaning this time, so it's up. So because of our lean and our angle, we're now using the back of the shoulder. So it's become a rear deltoid exercise. Your core is working hard, supporting that spine. Keep the navel drawn in. Can't do as many of this one because it's a smaller muscle group than the side of the shoulder. One more. And up. Okay, last thing here. So let's bring it up to the shoulder. Palm faces in, elbow in, knuckles up. Loose knees. Don't let the back arch. A lot of instruction. Let's press it up. Now don't hold your breath. Exhale when you're doing the biggest part of the movement, which is the press up. So just keep breathing. You don't want to hold your breath. Whew. Okay, one more. Now, we're going to set it aside, kind of out of your way. We'll be staying right here, but we will be moving a little. We're going to get our heart rate up. It's a little bit of cardio thrown in after the muscles. We're going to do a knee up, knee, knee. So pull that navel in, knee, knee. Okay, press over. Four, 3, 2. Now front kick, we're going to press it forward. So we're getting the arms and legs moving. That gets that heart rate up. Really control it. It's a lot of stability work when we're on one foot for a moment. Woo! Okay, let's make it a side kick. Push out from the shoulder. Get that arm to go its full range of motion. All the way out. It's like you're trying to push something away from you. 4, 3, 2. Back to the knees up, push it up. 4, 3. Front kicks. 4, 3, 2. Side kicks. All right, back to the knees up. Standing tall. Front kicks. If that gets to be too much to coordinate arms and legs, just use your legs. 4, 3, side kicks. All right, we're gonna do a heel tap front. Brings the heart rate back down. But we're gonna keep moving around. So if you need to, grab a drink. But we're gonna keep moving because we never wanna come to a stop. That lets the blood pool in the body. We wanna keep it moving around. All right, we're gonna use that weight again on the other side next time. So take a quick break and we'll keep moving. Okay, we're back doing the other side this time. So grab your weight. Our legs are hip width apart. So nice base of stability. Remember, keep them loose. Don't lock the knees. Okay, your palm is facing in. Nope, your palm is facing front. We're gonna do that standing chest exercise. So we're gonna come around in that arc and end up just right above your forehead and then come back down, palm forward. Palm down. Normally when you work your chest muscles, you have to be on your back, on a bench or on the floor, pressing those weights to the ceiling against gravity. But in this case, it's out from the body and it's using gravity again and the weight of that dumbbell to work the chest muscles. But it is a combination. You have a lot of shoulder and a lot of back that are involved, as well as core, up and around. Really control it. Woo. Only do what you can. It incorporates some pretty delicate muscle groups in your shoulder. All right, let's come on back down. Okay, other leg steps forward this time. So your feet are still hip width apart, but they're staggered slightly. Then when we bend both knees, that puts us in a lean. Come out in front, palm in, and pull back. Remember to keep the chin up a little. You can look out in front of you about 6 to 8 feet, and that keeps that head at a good neutral. Pull the navel in. Think about the muscle up there in your shoulder blade area. That's squeezing. Squeeze. Squeeze. One more. And up. Okay. Going into that side arm lift. So still narrow. Because when that weight is out at the side, it puts us off balance. But that's good. That means your core has to really fight to keep you stable. Okay, let's lift out to the side. So remember, not above the shoulder height. And when you lift that weight, you have a pivot point here. We don't let the shoulder itself come up toward the ear. We keep it down. And if you feel like you have to really use your whole body to get that weight up there, then it's a little heavy. So try to find something that's a little lighter. Up and down. Whew. One more time. All right. Now that leg steps forward one more time. And bend both knees. Now, keep it hanging at your side just like we were doing, but this time we're leaned over a bit. So out to the side. Same movement, but the body's at a different angle. So that shifts the work from the side of the shoulder to the back of the shoulder. Belly button pulled in. Keep the chin up a little. Once again, if we just look at our feet, it makes our back round a little. So try to keep the shoulders pulled back. One more. All right. Back to our narrow stance. We're up at the shoulder, palm in, and press it. Exhale, inhale. Now don't just make it a half movement. You want to press that weight all the way up to the sky. Not to the point of locking the elbow, but straightening the arm most of the way. 3, 2, and bring it back down. All right, let's set it aside. So remember, we moved around a little, got the heart rate back up. So we're combining, or we're alternating between muscle and cardio today. Let's start on the other side. Knees up, press, press. So we're nice and tall. Try to get those knees to come up in front of the hip. The more we do it, the more stable we become. Anytime you're a little bit off balance or unstable, just keep at it. The brain is recruiting the muscles that it needs. Woo! 4, 3. That's our long segment. Now front, kick, push front, front. Push all the way out there. Maybe a little bigger. Now a side kick. Keep moving, press it out. All right, back to the knees up. Four, 3, front kicks. 4, 3, side kicks. 4, 3. Now back to the knees. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, front kick. 4, 3, 2, side kicks. Knees up. Keep it up. Come on. Front kick. Side kicks. Knees up. 3, 2, front kick. 4, 3, 2, side kick. And heel taps. All right, let's bring that heart rate back down again. Now, we'll need our weight again for the next section. We'll be back to that original arm, doing another set of things for our muscles, with a little bit of cardio thrown in at the end. So keep moving. Go get your weight and get a drink if you need it. Okay, now we're back on that first side again. Our legs are going to be about hip width apart and our toes are forward. So our feet are parallel, not turned out, because we're going to combine one shoulder shrug up and down with one calf raise up on the toes and back down. Okay, so both at this, well, let's try the shoulders first, up and down. Now when you lift and lower, don't tilt that head over. Keep the head just aligned with the rest of the spine. Now let's try some calf raises, up and down. So spread those toes. Whoa, it'll take several of them to get your balance. All right, now let's add that shoulder back in. It's an awkward position. It's hard for the body to balance. Roll up, roll down. Up, down. Four, three, two. All right, let's give those calves a break. They're a little tired now. Now keep the palm facing in. Upper arm stays at your side. You're gonna bend at the elbow and do a bicep curl. So it's bringing it up and down. We're not keeping up with the tempo on this one. Take time to come all the way down and all the way up. Once you've got that going, let's take that other foot, opposite foot, and see if we can lift it. So we're just standing on one foot while we're doing our bicep curl. Now, if that's just too much and you just can't balance, you could set that toe down. And that helps you keep a little more stable. Whoa. So with that arm in motion and one foot up off the floor, it makes it a stability exercise. One more. Okay, so just like we've done in the past, you're gonna step forward with the opposite leg. And let's bend both knees. Now bend that elbow so it starts at 90 degrees. Upper arm stays at your side seam. So don't let it go up and down like a running arm, okay? Just keep it right there. We're gonna straighten and bend. So I'm gonna show you from the side. You guys stay put. So we're leaned over and just straightening and bending. Straighten and bend. So upper arm never moves. Now that belly button's pulled in again, still, because those core muscles are keeping the spine straight again. And support it. One more. All right, come on up. Feet can come together, but they're still narrow because we are gonna put the body off balance. Just hang that weight, draw the navel back. We're gonna do a side flexion. And up, and down. Woo! So we're using those side muscles to come off center and back in. Okay, you have one more. And back in. So the wind blew my paper. I have to know what's next. Okay. So we're gonna widen out the legs this time. Last thing in this series on the side. We're gonna hold the weight out in front. Now you can bring it in close or out. Shoulders stay down. We're gonna sit down. Sit and stand. Woo! If your arms get too tired, just bring them in close, but try to keep them up a little bit. Sit and stand. You're pushing through those heels as you stand back up. Shoulders back. Belly button tight. Just do what you can. One more. Whew. Now set the weight down. Okay. Now in a moment, we'll start with something else first, but in a moment we'll be skating. So make sure you have room around you. But first, we'll start with our legs hip width apart, shoulders back. We're gonna bend both knees this time. Belly button in. We're just gonna tap back, 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 and swing. Like you're pulling in when your foot comes back in. Tap, 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 And side taps now. Tap, tap. Now let's bend the arms. Instead of a push out like we were doing, we're lifting from that shoulder joint. Now we're a little low. If your legs get too tired, just come back up and tap. But try to stay down if you can. Now, in 4, 3, heel taps in front again. This time though, we're low. Push, push. Woo. Four, 3, 2, let's march. Now step touch. This is always what you come back to if you don't like the skaters. Now we're going to start getting a little lower. Tap that foot behind. Arms are swinging. Shoulders back. If you really want to increase the intensity, you jump over the ditch. Now watch your landing. All right, let's come up to a step touch. Bringing the heart rate back down. And we're going to get ready to do that weight series on the other side. So keep moving. Get a drink if you need. All right, last section of resistance work. So we're back to that second side. Now, remember we started with our legs close and our toes parallel because we're gonna come up on the toes and down. In fact, this time, let's start with the calf raise first. So it's up and down. You can go whatever speed you can. The slower you go, the harder it is because you're up on your toes for longer and it's harder to balance. Now, let's bring that shoulder in. Come up as we raise up on the toes. Hard to coordinate, but that's why we have to put exercises like this in once in a while so that we can get the body out of its rut, challenge it with new things. Up and down. Keep that arm straight. Don't pull with the arm, just pull with the upper shoulder. One more. Woo, let them rest. You're burning. Okay, palm in, upper arm in. Remember, don't let it swing. Bend at the elbow. Bicep curl. So it's working as much going down as it is coming up. So don't just let that weight drop down. Control it back down. All right, let's see if we can lift that opposite foot up off the floor. You have to really concentrate. Remember to set the toe down if you need to. Now it really helps to fix your eyes on a point about 6 feet out from you on the floor. Find a spot that you can watch so you're not moving your eyes around. That helps you balance better. And last one there. Okay, now we're going to take that foot and step forward again. Bend both knees. We're in our lean, but this time working the back of the arm. So upper arm stays put, shoulders stay down. Don't let them creep up, and straighten and bend. Belly button pulled in. Woo! So you're working on the back of the arm, the opposite of that bicep curl that we just did. Your muscles are quite often in pairs, your chest and back, your triceps and biceps, the front of the leg, the back of the leg. So if you work one, you have to work the other. All right, last one. And back up. Okay, feet close. Belly button pulled in. Shoulder down. Let's do our side flexion. So all those core muscles are working together to take your torso off center and then back to center. Don't come very far off center. We don't want to come so far out there that our core muscles can't support the spine. Constantly pulling the navel in, because it's not just about the side muscles, it's all the abdominal muscles are working together on this one. And last one here. Okay, I'm going to take it one end in each hand, or in both hands if you have a rock or a can. Wider feet, squat position. Now we'll do just a few at a time. We're going to hold that weight overhead this time. So it's not out in front, it's pulled back. You can leave those elbows slightly bent. We're going to sit down. Pushing through the heel to get back up. One more. Now, keep going with the squat, but we'll just let the arms and the upper body rest. One more. Okay, back up. Keep them back. And bring it down. 4, 3, 2. Last time. Let's bring it up. 4, 3, 2. And bring it down. Let's set it down. Remember not to let it be beside you, because we're going to do those skaters when we finish up here. But first, legs narrow. Bend the knees, shoulders back. Tap it. Let's start other foot this time. Reach, reach. Four, 3. Oh, what we're doing next? Oh yeah, tap it. Side, side, side. So arms stay bent. Don't bring them above the shoulder height. 4, 3. Front heel tap. Remember, we're low if you can. If your legs just get too tired, just come on up and tap. All right, 4, 3. Back to that back tap. Here we go. 4, 3. Now stay low, side tap. Whoops, bent arms. 4, 3. Heel taps. Nice and low, we're working those leg muscles. Woo! 4, 3. Now come back up, march. All right, we're step touching. Now get a little lower. Start tapping behind. Shoulders back. Get a little lower. We're skating down the frozen river. Woo! All right, back up into a step touch. Now bring that heart rate back down gradually. Keep moving. Go get a drink of water. And we'll finish with some stretching. All right, we're gonna take the next section to just cool the body down and stretch a little bit. Since we've got our weight, let's keep it for a moment longer. We're gonna hold it in one hand. Now, let's keep the shoulder down and just swing it a little front and back. So that loosens up the shoulder, but also you can feel your core muscles work a little bit as your body tries to keep the body still while that arm swings. Okay, now bring it back to your side. Let's bring it out a little bit. We're gonna hold the body still as we just swing around in front and around in back, as far as you could go without letting the body turn. So lock the body in place. Now you don't need to hold it very high at all. Just hold that out away from the body a bit. The weight of that dumbbell or ball or water bottle is enough to give it some momentum to carry that arm around and get a good stretch. All right, now on this next one, we're gonna unlock the body and let the body turn, nice and slow, and then swing around and turn. And again. Drawing the navel in. Now we keep the legs straight, don't let them bend. Getting a good stretch around the torso and down into the hips. One more. Woo! All right, let's try to grab it behind you. I'm going to turn. Just hold it behind if you can. And we're going to let the weight take those shoulders back and bring them down. Now take your head, let's turn and look over one shoulder. And then slowly, carefully around to the other side. And then back to center. We're going to tilt the head forward to stretch the back of the neck. So holding the object behind you keeps those shoulders back and gives you a bigger and better stretch in your neck. And then release. Now bend the elbows. Let's put that weight in our low back. Or you can set the weight down and just put your hands in your low back. All right, nice and tall. Let's pull those elbows together like we're trying to touch them behind us. And not creeping up. Keep the shoulders down. Pull back. So that opens up the chest, gets the front of the shoulders nice and stretched, keeps the front of the body flexible. And then release, bring it down, let's change hands. Just hold it in that arm, let it hang, and we're going to just do a little swing, loosening up the shoulders. Relax the shoulder, don't let it tense up, don't let it creep up. All right, bring it back to your center. Now, out a bit, hold the body still as you bring the arm around, and then swing it around behind as far as it'll go. Don't overstretch, and we're not turning. Just hold still. So even just a simple stretch that we're doing here, it's also a core exercise because your core muscles are working to keep the body still and not turn. Now we're going to unlock the body. Let's come around and then switch sides. Just swing it back and around and switch. All right, bring it back to center. Let's hang it in front. Now, tuck the chin, look down, and then let the weight just kind of help you roll down a little bit, not very far. It pulls those shoulders forward, getting a nice stretch in the upper back. And then raise. All right, let's do a little squat to set it down. And we're back up. All right, a little wide feet. So remember where we started, we did our reaches. Well, we're gonna slow it way down this time. We're gonna come up, reach for the ceiling, over the top, so you feel the stretch all the way down your body. And then down, other side. We're gonna reach up, lengthen the spine, over. And then back down. Now, back to that original arm. Let's come around. Let the body turn, reach around like you're trying to reach something behind you. And then come back to center, other side, and around. And back to center. Now, lace, push forward, look down. Really push out there, straighten those arms. And then back up. Clasp the hands. Let's come up, pull back, and then come into a squat. Swing between the knees. Push through the heels now. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is called an elephant stretch. The boxers often use this one as a warm-up or cool down. Up. And then we're gonna stand. No, we're gonna come down. Let's put our arms on our knees. We're gonna straighten those legs and bend so you feel that stretch in the back of the legs. And again. And then bend. All right, we're going up. Now reach for the ceiling. Now reach for the sides. Pull back. And then come down. Let's roll them forward. All right. I'd like to thank Nancy and Sandy, who exercise with me at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. And we'd like to thank Eastmont Parks and Rec for letting us use their park today. And we'll see you again.